guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, bringing you day 3 of the 31 days of tarot put on by the beautiful and witchy Ethany. Definitely go check out her channel and her website, and you can see, I think on her website you can get to her blog, and it has a list of all the prompts if you wish to join in on this, and I'll put that in the information box down below. Today's prompt is, what are my 5 top oracle decks for 2017. That one was a lot harder because I have a lot more oracle decks than I do tarot decks. I think I have like over 100, maybe it's 100. So let's go ahead and see what those 5 picks were. My first pick is the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading Cards, and that's by Rochelle Charman, or Charman. And I had this deck for a little while now, and there's the little guidebook in there. Lovely box. I don't know, it's kind of always my favorite, so it's probably always going to be in my top 5. I would say this is a deck that is really connected to my energy, and it's a nice kind of palm size, kind of squatty, not too big, very glossy as you can see, but I love the keywords. I love the depiction, like how, you know, they've taken a picture of the crystals and done like the Photoshop around it. Sometimes that doesn't always turn out great when people are photoshopping some things. It can make almost like the crystals look fake or dead. But I definitely feel the energy coming through here. I would say there's actually maybe a spirit connected to this deck, because it almost feels like, I don't know, like there really is somebody talking to you. It's just a really different feeling than all my other decks. So when I need clarification, or I'm like in a really oops, that one's upside down, kind of a really bummy mood, this is the deck that I turn to. So why are some of these upside down? You know, I don't shuffle them like that, so it's kind of weird that they'd be that way. So yeah, and I just love showing this off. So while we're in the crystal sphere, I have plenty of crystal infused or crystal type oracle decks, but I really only have 2 that are my faves and that I used for 2017, one being the previous and the other being the Lavish Earth. I'm going to blame Cosmic Creeper because I had looked at this deck, I'd seen images all over the internet, and the more she posted images of them on Instagram, the more I was falling in love with it, and I said, I don't know if I should get it, and she messaged me back right away, and she was like, dude, if you don't get it, you're gonna be really sad. Basically, and she said that, you know, it'd be right up my alley, and she was right. So here's the lovely backings of them. And they're actually like tarot sized. So there's like some information down here about the crystal, like let's say rose quartz, for instance. It says rose quartz says purity and encourages an appreciation for and connection to the innocence that still resides within us all. Think back to a time when it was easy as breathing to slip peacefully into a daydream, or know instantly when you met someone that you have a connection that transcends time and space. Use rose quartz as a conduit to this place of intuition and knowing. As part of your meditation practice, bring the lovely sublime color of light precious pink to your heart and radiate it out into the universe. It has some keywords down at the bottom: innocence, daydream, intuition, knowing. And then there will usually be a quote that goes around here, and it's, let's see, love calls everywhere and always, we're skybound, are you coming? And that's by Rumi. So yeah, this one has a youngish feel to it, so I feel like the voice that's coming through is like, I don't want to say somebody in their, well, yeah, it's like a really young, youthful, maybe somebody in their 20s connecting to me in my 20s or my teenage years. So yeah, I don't know how to explain that, but that's really interesting. So there you go. Also, I love the way they depict the images of the crystals in this as well. My third oracle deck pick is the Universal Mind Oracle, and that is by Michelle Black. And I love everything Michelle Black does. I am friends with her on Facebook. I'm in her apothecary group, and then she has another group that she's making more like witchy, herbally centric, crystal essential oil centric, and that is the Awakened Forest. So yeah, I'm a part of those too, and yeah, just the things, like, we could be sisters, like you know, she loves photography, I love photography, she loves all witchy stuff, I love all witchy stuff, we love crystals, we love oils, like we're almost the same people. But anyway, here's the backs of the cards. They're big, but they're not too wide, so they're still easy to grip. However, because they are kind of long like this, I usually just shuffle them this way. So top side. Whoops. They do kind of have like a slickness to them, even though they aren't glossy. Okay, so the photograph she's taken herself, but then she's layered, done lots of like Photoshop layers. So there'll be a keyword and then the number, the corresponding number down at the bottom if you wanted to use like a guidebook. I love they're very galactic. It's very ethereal, but it's also very earthy. It's got a good balance between like celestial and earth, which is pretty cool. I love that image. So yeah, this was a deck. I mean, you probably saw it a lot on Instagram. I did it a lot with my client readings as like a theme card. Sometimes I paired them with my tarot cards, and I think it just gave a lot more richer type meanings to my readings. Okay, the fourth deck that I have chosen, I keep in my little leather bag, and I believe, what's the name of that Etsy shop? In my grandmother's hands, or my grandmother's hands is the name of the Etsy shop that creates all these wonderful little bags, and I have a few of these. But in here is stored my medicine cards. So here's the backs of those. I've incorporated all the extra cards into here, and you guys may have seen my walkthrough like this one, where I have some of my own images in here. But I find these to be very powerful. The cardstock leaves a lot to be desired because I think they're like way too thin for me, but I don't care because I love the images and I love the energy. Normally I would want more going on in my deck because I'm an intuitive reader, but instead of me looking into the image and trying to get a meaning or looking in the book, because the book's really good, it's like a book, it's more, I have to sit and meditate on the energy, which is a lot different, and I like it. Let's see if we can get to Wally Walito in here. There's Wally! Okay, the very last deck that I have chosen as in my top 5 of 2017 is the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle by Patrick Valenza, and it comes in this lovely red pouch. And here they are, and the backs of the cards are all different, and they actually create a little puzzle. So if I were so inclined, I would probably have myself a nice long night with a bottle of wine, a glass of wine, and maybe put it together, but I don't know, I haven't had the time yet. So they're very simple. Obviously the artwork is reminiscent of like the Trionfe de la Luna and of the Deviant Moon. I do not own the Deviant Moon Tarot. I don't know, the images on that one don't really speak to me, but I love the Trionfe de la Luna and everything else that he puts out. And I got the extended edition to this, so there is 67 cards total. And I think these read really well, kind of almost like Lenormand. They go well with my tarot cards. Sometimes I like to pair them with other oracle cards. And I love its small size so that I can throw it in my purse and take it wherever I go. All right, you guys, that's it from me. That was my top 5 Oracle decks of 2017. Let me know if you dug this video by giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe. Don't forget to click that notification bell. And hey, I encourage many more people to jump in on this 31 Days of Tarot. It's really interesting to see how people interpret the prompts, either on Instagram, on YouTube, Facebook, however they're deciding to do this. So anyway, and if you guys want to catch a reading with me, all that information is down below, as well as my social media, because I love hanging with you guys. All right, so that's it from me, spiritual homies. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.